And good afternoon, everyone. We are live from the banding station down here at Fry's Landing on Presque Isle State Park. And we are bagging in a bunch of warblers today. So we'll see what each bag reveals here. It sounds like we've got a lot of different species to look at today. First one up looks like a little guy. Oh, yes. Oh, this is one of our smallest warblers and one of our cutest. This is a Wilson's warbler. This is a nice, probably male Wilson's warbler here with his nice little dark hat he's wearing. Super tiny, super cute, little beady black eye. They get one of our smallest leg bands for warblers here. So what's going to happen here is we're going to take some measurements and get those recorded in our data sheets here. All of that information will get uploaded then to the Breeding Bird Lab database. So if any of these birds are found again, whether they are caught at another banding station, recaught at this station, photographed somewhere else, we can kind of keep track of where they've been, where they're going, what their condition is at the time of recapture. So again, there we go. And that is Wilson's warbler. Super cute, super cute. Looks like more birds got brought in as well here. It's kind of a nice busy day at the net, so even if you can't get down here, you might want to get out and go birding at your local green space. A lot of migration still moving on here. We are in these later migrants, these birds that are longer distance migrants that are coming through now, ones that started much further south down in lower Central America, South America, some of these even way down at the tip of southern South America. And almost all of these birds are going to be going much further north up into the boreal forests of Canada or up into like the upper Adirondacks, up into Maine. Oh, hello, gorgeous. Get ya, look at this. These are one of the skulkier warblers. You're gonna hear these warblers more than you ever see them. We actually do have a few that breed out in the county, but not on the park here. A lot of these guys are going to go on. So this is a mourning warbler. Mourning spelled M-O-U-R-I-N-G. Because they look like they have a little mourning kind of cloak that they're wearing, like in like the old funeral mourning cloaks. So this is a younger male's got that little black coming in between his neck and his breast there. An older male would have a much darker gray on his head. And a little more solidity on that black on that chest there too. Warblers tend to migrate in waves. Adult males of a species will come back first. Adult females will follow. And then young that were hatched last year will follow up then. So warblers that kind of came through a little earlier as far as the adults are, we're starting to pick up some of these younger birds that are now making their first migration back here. We will be seeing too also overlaps though. We've got these young birds coming through of these earlier migrants, and then we'll still get adults coming through of some of the later migrants as well. So good species diversity right now because of that. And another one of our fun little warblers. I like to call these little ticka ticka warblers because of their song. They do this really rapid ticka 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 tick. And you can actually hear that pretty good. They're still singing down on the park right now as they're passing through. This is the Tennessee warbler. Kind of poorly named. Doesn't really occur in Tennessee much beyond migration a little bit, but one of the more subtle warblers here. They have in the spring, though, this beautiful blue-gray head that contrasts with this limey olive back. Very cute. These guys tend to stay in the treetops here, so it's kind of fun when they come down to their nets because they're ones you'll hear singing a lot more than you'll see them. Just gonna get you real quick. See that pretty green and blue, very beautiful. Males and females on that species are almost identical in their coloration, which is kind of neat. And they will drink nectar as well. They sometimes show up at this time of the year at people's nectar feeders. They also will come to jelly feeders that people have out for orioles. And another one. So let's see. Gosh, this is our 4th species now of warbler, right? Yeah. All right. So another little pretty yellow and gray, but you see this one, the gray stops at the top, and now we go into yellow underneath there. And we get some necklace and striping going on this one. Very beautiful. This is a lovely magnolia warbler. And that was a female magnolia warbler. The males of this year, especially adult males, will have a black patch on their back. The females tend to have that greenish patch on the back. Another new one? Okay. Oh my gosh, okay. Really rocking in that species diversity today. I love it. So the bands get prepared ahead of time, and they're super tiny little bands there. Oh, yes. There we go. This is another one of those warblers that you can have trouble seeing outside of spring migration here, because these are also a skulky warbler of kind of boggy, dense areas. This is a beautiful Canada warbler here. Oh, look at you. These are probably one of my favorite warblers. I'm not going to lie on there. Look at that little necklace, but it doesn't have any of the stripes going down the side like that earlier magnolia did. And it has those cute yellow spectacles around its eyes as well. So again, we get our measurements. Quick little show off here of the bird. Very nice, Canada. And off he's gonna go. All right. Whee! Bye. Okay, and here we go. Another species. Another species. Are we still in warblers? Or no? We'll find out. We'll find out. Is it going to be another warbler or something else? Ah, okay. Okay. Again, first thing we do is get the leg band on. That way we have that information on the bird. Assessing his condition. Take a look at that nice beak. Another migrant in passing. This is the Philadelphia vireo. Kind of looks a little bit like a cross between our warbling vireos and our red-eyed vireos, which will both breed here, but Philadelphia vireos are on their way north as well. Philadelphia vireos have this really interesting thing. They do breed in areas where red-eyed vireos breed, and they will learn to sing red-eyed vireo song. Red-eyed vireos will learn to sing their song in those areas. So you really can't rely on song only for these guys. Even Merlin has trouble. In fact, I wouldn't rely on Merlin to separate these two at this time of the year. Really difficulty because the songs are so similar. Now, interesting though, even though it sings like a red-eyed vireo when it scolds like a warbling vireo does. So if you hear a red-eyed vireo singing that suddenly starts scolding like a warbling, you know, then you can say, all right, I maybe have a filly hanging out here. All right, we're moving up in size now. Oh, hey, Rachel. Thanks for checking in. Leah, thank you. Hello, Kimberly. Shauna, Shelby, Doug, Trisha, Anita. All right. Boat. This bird's got a little sauce in them. Oh, cedar waxwings. This is a familiar bird to a lot of people. They're well known for their love of fruit. This time of the year, you can witness their courtship as well, which is really cute. Couples will take a berry and pass it back and forth between them over and over and over before one of them finally eats it. I've actually also seen them do this with flower blossoms, like off of our neighbor's crabapple tree too, which is really fun. This guy's got something to say. That is a bird with fat. That bird knows where the good berries are. And off it goes. So we've had several species of warbler now, a vireo and the waxwing. Still more birds to come. Here we go. Another species, all right. Yeah. Ringtone.
That's probably why.
Back to our vireos. Oop. Just dropped you a little fecal sample there on the edge of the container there. So this is a bird whose song is really good to learn if you live around here, because they will be with us all summer long here. So this is another vireo. This is the red-eyed vireo. You can see that. Look at that gorgeous red eye. Oh my gosh. That nice little hook at the end of the beak. Good for stabbing caterpillars. These guys will sing non-stop. They have probably one of the most common songs you'll hear down here and pretty much all along the lakeshore, Erie County, throughout summer. It's a really cool thing. This bird left us a sample. So we are collecting fecal samples that can be analyzed for all kinds of information as well about these birds. And that one left us a nice one. It's glorious, glorious business here. Hi, Samantha. Welcome to the party. And what's behind door number 3 here? Ooh, here we go. So going for another group of birds now that we haven't seen yet in this video. This is a member of the thrush family. These are, again, one of our long-distance migrants. They winter in the northern areas of South America. And these guys are going to go up and breed in northern parts of Canada and up in Alaska. They have a beautiful song, and they do sing during migration here. So you can sometimes in the morning, you hear them as they're practicing singing, even though they're not on their breeding grounds yet. So this is a Swainson's thrush. And they have this beautiful, warm, buffy cheek and the eye ring that really none of our other thrushes that pass through here do. And one more here. And mystery bird. Oh. Back to a tinier bird here. Oh, there's some squish on that one. So this is a species we've seen already today, but if you weren't here earlier, this might be your first time seeing this.
See the fat.
Oh. Oh, that bird's got some nice fat. So what we do when we blow on the feathers like that, it kind of separates them out and lets them see the skin. The skin is translucent and the fat deposits underneath can be seen. So that allows us to assess the condition of the bird. And this is a bird that's ready to migrate, I think. She or he's got some nice plumpness. So this is a Tennessee warbler again. All right, and off it goes. Bye. Away we go. Yeah. And this bird will be processed pretty quick, but I'm going to get in pretty close to get a better view of them. You can see why they get their name. This is the yellow-bellied flycatcher. And at this time of the year, they're the only flycatcher of that impednex group that we get through that's going to be that yellow. Fall migration, some of the impeds get a yellowish cast to them. It's still not as strong as this, but it can be harder. But in spring, that big eye ring, that big head, and then that beautiful yellow from the throat on down, that is a gorgeous, gorgeous flycatcher, yellow-bellied flycatcher. That is a good bird. Off you go, buddy. Kit, we are down at Fry's Landing here on Presque Isle State Park. So if you're coming down, we're past, after you've gone past Misery Bay, there is a sign actually out by the road today. We will be here. We're scheduled here till 4 o'clock, but if the rain moves in, we'll have to shut up earlier here. So it will all depend on the weather. But we are here right now. So if you're able to come on by, we'd love to see you. Oh. And back to our little fancy magnolias. And oh, this is a fancy, fancy magnolia. Yeah. Okay. This is handsome, guys. See that nice little black patch on his back? He's got the full necklace and the stripes. We got the black mask, the white eye, the big wing patch. We are ready to go. We are a handsome guy. And that wraps up this round. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, as always, for our support of EBO. Again, stop by this afternoon. We will be here until 4 or until it starts to rain. One or the other. Thanks a bunch, and hope to see you soon. Bye.